we're going to start with some simple warm-ups because I want you to not only loosen up your joints. Tai Chi, the two basic concepts of Tai Chi are Qing, which is stillness, silence, moving from a place of mind silence and body stillness, and Song, which is relaxation, ease. So this is about relaxing. The words I like to use that are great for our mountains here is we are still like a mountain, flowing like a river. So that's what we're doing in Tai Chi. We're still like a mountain, flowing like a river. And so the first step is just to relax by rolling your shoulders, just follow me. And I would like to ask you to, if it hurts, don't do it. This is about relaxing, so do what works for you. And the other way. It's real gentle, nothing hard, just easy. If you're like me, I sat at my computer all afternoon and my shoulders are tight, so I need to relax my shoulders a bit. Now just add a little more of your arms to the back stroke. Yeah, you can do it sitting down, that's fine. And now the crawl the other way. We hold a lot of tension in our upper body, and the more we can release that tension, the better our balance is and the more rooted we are. Okay. Beautiful. Now that neck. Oh, that neck. Slow rolls. Let your ear fall to one side and then bring it around the front and fall to the other side. Only what feels comfortable. Back to the other side. If you want, you can stretch out that opposite arm and feel that nice stretch of your neck. The other side. One more each side. We're working our way down the body. I do these every morning when I get out of bed to get the kinks out. So now we're going to rotate our upper body. Your hips stay still. This is about opening up your upper spine and your ribs. Just soft, slow circles. And the other way. Y'all are doing great. One of the things I love about Tai Chi is, if you've ever seen videos or seen people doing it in the park, we're like a flock of birds or a school of fish. We're all moving together. Okay, that's good. Now we're coming down our body. We've kind of relaxed our upper body, and we're going to a place that's 2 inches below your navel and 2 inches inside. I like to hold my hands in the front and the back to remember that it's inside. This place is the center of your balance, the center of gravity and equilibrium, and that's where we want to move from. So often in our world, we kind of going for it, reaching for it, you know. Well, we want to move from here. They even have classes in Tai Chi running about how to run from here. And people who go to massage school get Tai Chi so they can learn to move from here when they're getting massages. So it's not the place you usually think about a lot. But I want you to pay attention to that little spot below your navel, 2 inches, 2 finger widths below your navel, and just rotate real slowly, moving from your feet. It's not about sticking your hips out. It's just rotating. You feel how your feet are moving around from one side to the other side, how your weight is shifting. I call this scraping the barrel. If your torso is a barrel, you're scraping the inside of the barrel. So learning to pay attention, as Margot was saying, pay attention to this spot in your body. In Tai Chi, in Chinese, it's called the Dantian, the lower energy center, and it literally means crimson or red field, where you can cultivate the energy to move with strength and smoothness, both directions. Now step out just a little bit wider. All this is about having both feet on the floor And I want you to turn that circle into a figure 8. Push off one foot and push off the other. And what I like to do is hold my hands like this, so I can watch how, when I do that, my whole torso turns from one side to the other side. See how your head follows your body? It took me the longest time to figure out that my spine goes all the way up to here and my head is attached to my body. So when my, when my body moves, my head moves at the same time. A lot of Tai Chi is about learning how to pay attention to every part of your body so that it moves slowly and freely together. Now let's go the other. Bending your knees just a teeny bit helps. Helps you be flexible. And you don't need to stick your hip out. Just move from side to side. Push off one leg, push off the other. Push off. Push off. Switch the other way, push off. Push off. Figure 8. If you got this move, you've got Tai Chi in the bag. This is the basic move of Tai Chi. Switching your weight from one side to the other, moving from here. This is what you can practice at home. Okay, I'll have handouts for you about how to practice this. Now the next thing is going on down your body with your hips. In Tai Chi, this is called a qua. And the more open your hips are, the better it is for your knees and your balance. So just smooth circles with your hips. Don't go any lower than feels comfortable. And the other way. Great. Now let's stretch the backs of our legs. You can either put your hands on your palms and kind of pedal like this. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can just stretch your leg back like that. Whatever works for you, get the back of your legs stretched out. Just go from side to side like you're riding a bicycle.
It's really easy to do in a chair.
Okay, I'm sure. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going on down to our knees. Just circle your knees. You don't have to put your hands on in one direction. In the other direction.
Can't do that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. You can try it sitting down too, if that helps.
Excuse me?
You can try it sitting down if you want.
Okay, because I can't stand and do my knees like that.
Okay. And now you can do them in and out. Can you see okay? Yeah, there you go. Great. Out and in. This is just to loosen up your knees. If you do Tai Chi a lot, your knees will get really strong. Okay. Wonderful. Everybody's doing great. Going on down. What's after your knees? Ankles. Ankles. Okay. Now, keep both feet on the ground. Let's just lift one heel and just twist your ankle. And if you're feeling really good about it today, you can lift your toe off the ground, but that's totally up to you. And when you got that, you can add your wrists. There's a wonderful thing in Tai Chi called harmony, where your wrist and your ankles work together, and your knees and your elbows work together, and your shoulders and your hips work together. Beautiful. Now, if you really want to try it, loosen up your jaw. Every time I do that, mine gets a little harder for my back. And if you really want to test it, shut your eyes. Your eyes really help with balance. So when you shut them, you can use all those other things that help with your balance, like all those little muscles in your ankles and your feet work when you balance, and your core muscles and standing straight, so all those things help. Let's try the other leg. And if you're like me, one side's better than the other. Notice, be aware which side is easier and which side is a little harder. Can everybody hear me okay?
No, yeah.
Okay. And then the other way. And when you got that, you can add your wrists. You can add your jaw. And then you can try closing your eyes. And I even find that sometimes my balance changes from day to day. You can notice. Good. Everybody's doing great. Wonderful. So now we're going to stretch out our spine, and just be very careful on this and do what feels right for you. Just put your hands together and face them out and go up. And if that means right here, that's great. If it's here, that's great. Go up here, that's great. And what we're going to do is paint the ceiling. Painting with your whole spine. Feel your feet moving under you. You're shifting your weight. Your body is a big, long paintbrush with a flexible handle. And you're moving your whole spine as you circle. Both directions. What this does is as your spine lengthens, you relax more and you have more energy. Now, I want you to do something else with your spine. I want you to do your hips and your shoulders back together at the same time. This is bending your spine another way. Gentle, easy, easy. And now just a gentle twist. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1. And a little bit back. Yeah. Feel taller? Good. Now we're going to do what's called taking a chi bath. So rub your hands together. Get a little heat there. And just give yourself a little bath. Notice how your skin's feeling today. Do you know that after your lungs, your skin is the major way you breathe? So you want to wake up your skin. And give a little pat. Give a little attention to any place that's hurting today, or you feel a little tight. I always do this for the neck and shoulders, kidneys. Yeah. Now just, if you only have one thing to do to help you feel relaxed, do this. That's great. Y'all are wonderful. Now we're all warmed up. Now we're ready to. And the first thing I'm going to teach you a very simple Qigong exercise. It's called the Tai Chi Qigong 8. It's adapted from a really old Qigong form called the 8 Pieces of Brocade. Qigong is thousands of years old. Tai Chi was developed in the 15th and 16th century. We'll get to that later. And Qigong is one of the branches of Chinese medicine, along with acupuncture and Chinese herbs. And what it does, and the way I work with it, is that it stills our mind, still like a mountain. And it deepens our breath. So as Margot so beautifully introduced us, it helps us to breathe deeply. And as she said, in means breathe in, and out means breathe out. So what we're going to do is some very simple movements that help us in the Chinese medicine system to open up our whole bodies with our breath. So just follow along, and I'll give you a brief introduction for each one, and then I have a handout here with my first attempt at stick figures to show you how to do it, that you can take home with you and practice. So we stand with our legs together, feet hip width apart, toes facing forward, nice and straight. Feel your feet rooted into the ground, and the top of your head is suspended by a golden cord. So the top of your upper body is light, and your lower body is rooted. Breathe in, raise your hands to your shoulder height, and then breathe out. This helps to root your body in and out. You just drop your elbows and you automatically come down. If you want to bend your knees a little bit, you can. Now we're going to breathe up, bring your hands up, and then place your palms up to the sky and gather the sky in. Can you see me all right?
His back is really bad right now.
Okay. In. You can do the sitting. Every pit of this you can do.
Jenny, is there an out breath to that?
Yes, it's in. And out. In. And one more. Now I want you to stand just a little bit wider. And we're going to open our heart and lungs. So breathe in, and then push your hands out.
It's all right.
In. Let's do it with our breath. In and out. Out. In. And one more. Now, before I go any further, you that are sitting down, if you sit on the sides, you might be able to see me a little better. That makes sense to you.
Good shot at it.
You can you all see me okay? Okay. Next one is separating earth and sky. So you bring your hands to your heart and push one down and push the other up as you breathe in and out. In and out. In. What you're doing is grounding your lower body and lightening your upper. So you don't want to stretch your arm. Just relax your shoulder. The sky is easy. You don't have to.
Excuse me.
One more each side. Now I want you to put one leg a little bit in front of the other. Stand mostly on your left leg. Your weight is on your left leg, and just lift up your heel. Keep your toe on the ground. That's fine. And we're going to fly like a bird. In. Put your weight back on your back leg. In. You can lift that heel. And if you feel up to it, if you want to, you can actually raise your leg. Till you're a stork. Out. One more. Now let's switch sides. And again, notice, is one side different from the other? Up. Out. In. Just come to your shoulders. In. And one more.
So the front leg is coming up and the back leg stays down.
Beautiful. Good, flock of birds. Now we're going to move that mountain. So feet are parallel. Breathe in to your heart and then push out from your back. Move that. No leaning forward. It's coming from here. In. 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 That mountain moving. Good. And one more. Feel how you're breathing, that helps you breathe through your belly. Now, put your heels together, go standing on both legs, and we are going to relax like a monkey. So what you're going to do is you breathe in, you're going to push your hands down, and stand as tall as you can, and stand on the front part of your feet. If you want to lift your heels on the floor, that's great. Push them down so you can stand up. In, and then let it go. Just a little. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. And one more. And shake it all out again. And the last one is bringing all that together. In. And then bring it down through your head, your throat, your heart, your belly. In. Out. In. One. Just rest your hands on your monkey. And breathe. Thank you. I notice more silence in the room. And I noticed that from the beginning until now, we're moving together much more beautifully. It's amazing how we support each other in the practice. And we're breathing from here. That's good. So now I'd like for us to, and again, this is something you can practice every day as a way to relax yourself, still your mind, and begin to flow. Now we're going to move into one of the basic parts of Tai Chi. I've been studying Tai Chi for 20 years and teaching for 10, and the form I teach most often is called the Tai Chi 24 form. Tai Chi was created in China in the 15th and 16th centuries by the Qin family and the Liang family, and those are two of the major forms. It's all about who knows who in the family lineage. And then in 1950, the Chinese government created the 24 form so that everybody could do the same thing together. So it's the most widely practiced form around the world. And what I'd like to show you, actually, why don't you sit down for a minute? You've been standing up for a while. One of the things I love about Tai Chi is that you move. So it's not only about standing still and moving your upper body, but it's about moving your whole body. And the very first part of that is learning the Tai Chi walk. So I thought I would demonstrate the first three moves of the Tai Chi 24 form, which are basically the Tai Chi walk. Actually, the Tai Chi walk occurs 36 times in the 24 form, so it's something you use a lot. And one of the other things I love about Tai Chi is that there are these great names for the moves. So, for instance, one of the moves is called parting the wild horse's mane, or white stork spreads its wings, or whenever you go like this, you're patting the tiger's head. So it's a lot of fun to imagine that you're these different animals and the movements related to them. And actually, one of the most ancient, one of the oldest Tai Chi forms is called 5 animal frolics, where you pretend you're a monkey or a bear or a tiger. And we already practiced that. So I would like to begin, the beginning of the form is what we've already done, which is you put your feet together, parallel, toes straight ahead, hip width apart, and you simply breathe in and lift your arms to your shoulders, and then as you breathe out, you lower your knees and your elbows together. And you just practice that. You can do that sitting down. And as you're doing it, you'll notice that your arms make a circle. A lot of Tai Chi is about circles. And what this does, it grounds you so that you're really rooted in the ground. You can feel as you breathe out and come down, and your feet just rooting. So that's the first move. And then I want to show you the second move. You can watch for a minute. I'm going to show you with the arms, but we're going to work on the feet. So you come up and come down, and now you stand on your right leg and bring this leg in. It's called a T stance, and you're just kind of touching the ground. And you hold your hands in a ball. Now Tai Chi is like Qigong in that you're working with your mindfulness and your awareness. And it's part of Chinese medicine, so it's about your health. It's also an internal martial art, or a soft martial art. The phrase is that it's steel wrapped in cotton. So it's all very soft on the outside, but inside you're strong. And so every move has an application. If you've ever seen the videos of people, it's quite amazing what they can do. So let me just show you for a minute. So I begin like this, so I'm really grounded. And they say the Chinese masters can, or any master can tell the level of your attainment by that move, which is kind of amazing. So here you are, you're gathered. This hand is protecting your throat and your face, your upper body. This hand is protecting your pelvis. You're holding a big ball here. My teacher used to tell me you always have a quail's egg under your armpit, because when you go like this, you're contracting. Like this. And then you step out and back. It's kind of like a C. Step out. And you right still back here. And then you move forward. Push your way forward. And you rock back. Pivot and open to the left. Step out to your right. Part the wild horse. Step back and open. Gather to your right. Step out to your left. Part the wild horse. Rock back and open. Step to your left. To your right. Part the wild horse. Rock back and open. Gather on your right. Step out to your left. Part the wild horses. Then half step up and white stork spreads its wing. So we're not going to learn all of that today. But I just wanted to show you that the way of moving across the floor is not like that. The way, I'll just put my hands behind my back. The way you move across the floor is you step out and to your left. And this is called a channel. So you want to have hold some space between your feet. Because if you're like this, it's called tight-roping, and it's hard. So the way to be stable and balanced is to have some space between your feet. And then you push back. You pivot to the corner. A lot of Tai Chi is about moving from one side, straight ahead, to the other side, to straight ahead, to the other side, to the straight ahead, to the other side, straight ahead. You notice my whole torso is doing that. And that's where the power comes from, is that it comes from moving. So now it's time to get up. Let's do this. Okay, so here we are. Your hands are at your sides, your feet are parallel, toes straight ahead. Your upper body's light. You step out, hip width apart, and raise your arms to your chest, into your shoulders, and then breathe out and lower them. Now stand on your right leg. You can just put your arms by your sides or behind your back. And it's always fun. In fact, I really recommend that you keep your toe on the ground. Okay. Now you're going to step out to the left. And keep your weight back. Now push off with that back leg. And turn your torso till you're facing that way. And your toes facing straight ahead. My heel comes back a little bit. Now let's look. If you were to pull your left leg back, would it bump into your right leg? Some of you would. You might want to move it out to the left a little bit. That's better. Good adjustments. Now your weight is, this is a position that's called the bow and arrow stance. This is the bow and your back leg is straight, it's the arrow. And you want to be able to see your toe. You never want to put your knee over past your toe. Everybody see their toe? Mm-hmm. Okay, and you notice that your knee and your toe are all lined up. Good. And I find that it helps to push my back heel back a little bit so that I can turn all the way around. Good adjustment. Good. Okay. Now push off with that front leg. And pivot on that front heel to the corner. And now push off with your back leg, and now you're standing on your left leg. Yeah. Keep that toe down. And you're facing the corner. Now step out to your right. It's not about how far forward you go. And your toes straight ahead. Push off. And you can see your toe. It's 70% on the front, 30% on the back. And you want to keep that back heel down. Good correction. Because you want to be grounded. If you're up on your, if you're not grounded, you're easy to fall over. So you want to have your back heel solidly on the ground. And if somehow that doesn't work, you might want to bring your feet closer in together. Really solidly on the ground. Yeah. Good. Okay. And now rock back, pivot on your right heel till you're facing the other corner, the right corner, and push forward and stand on your right leg.
Got it.
Yeah, everybody just did it. We're going to have one or two before we run into the wall here. Okay. Now step out to your left, straight ahead, and push off. And keep that back heel on the ground. Yeah. It's not so far. And then you rock back, pivot your left toe out to the corner and push off and stand on your left leg. Yes. And step out to the right once more and push off. Stand with your feet together. Breathe in deep. Step out. Raise your arms to shoulder height and breathe out as you sink your elbows in. Gather on your right leg. Now you can put your hands behind you or to your side. Step out to your left. Straight ahead. Push up. Keep that back leg down. Push back and pivot on your front heel. And now push off and stand on your left leg. Beautiful. Step out to your right. Push off. Foot straight ahead. Rock back. Pivot to the corner. And push off. Stand on your leg side. Step out straight ahead. Push off. You might put your hands at your hips and just notice how your Whole torso turns from side to side. Pivot, stand on your left leg. Now your torso's to that corner. Step out to the right, push out. Now you're straight ahead. Rock back, push off to the right, stand on your right leg, and one more. Step out, push off. Rock back, open, stand on your left leg. In. Out. We'll just do each one 3 times. In. In. Gather the sky. In. Open your chest and heart. In. Out. In. In. Now we're going to separate earth and sky. Stand. Just relax that shoulder. Don't have to reach. Pushing up the sky and pushing down the earth. One more on each side. Now fly like a bird. In. 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 One more each side. Great. And now we're going to push that mountain, move that mountain, in, out, pushing from your back. And one more. Put your heels together. Push down and up on your toes. In and relax. And now gather everything we've done this evening in. And bring it in through your head, your throat, your heart, your dantian. One more. And once more. And rest your hands. And breathe. And notice how you feel. Still like a mountain, flowing like a river, flying like a flock of birds. Thank you.
Thank you.